All right, let's see why this ain't working. Let's see. What? It's definitely not the right button. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. Phone's acting up on me. Don't know what happened, but okay, I think it's working right now. Yeah, so when it comes to credit repair scams, I mean, there's so much for consumers to fall for, especially, the main things are companies guaranteeing to fix your credit in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. And then they're not telling you exactly what they're doing because, of course, they don't want you to know that they're committing fraud on your behalf. They also promise things like a guaranteed credit score increase. And by the way, guaranteeing to delete anything from a credit report or guaranteeing a score increase is illegal, by the way. But yeah, they make everything sound like it's so simple, and we're doing things nobody's doing, and they're all doing the same thing. They're just doing credit sweeps, and most consumers fall for it because they need to use their credit right now, so they don't have time to wait 6 to 12 months to do legal credit repair, and they're desperate because they either need a house or a car. That's typically the two main things people fix their credit for. Well, that or they want to start a business. So, of course, they're going to go with somebody that says, oh, I can sweep your credit in 30, 60, 90 days. But again, that company's not going to tell you that they're doing an illegal credit sweep on your behalf, which is committing fraud. Whether you do it or they do it, it's still going to come back on you because you paid somebody to commit fraud on your behalf. So just keep that in mind when you sign up for one of these companies that are promising crazy fast results and crazy score increases. They don't know if your score is going to go up or down. I promise you, not one person that does credit repair can tell you whether your score is going to go up or down through credit repair. I literally got a short video, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, where I removed a bankruptcy and the score actually went down instead of up. Because you have to factor in everything on that consumer's credit report. Just because you're removing something that's derogatory doesn't mean the score is going to automatically skyrocket. Everything fall for, because again, most people wait to try to fix their credit when they need their credit instead of having it fixed before they actually need it. Then they get desperate, so they fall for the scams. They fall for the 30, 60, 90-day credit sweeps. Some of them don't even care that the company's doing a credit sweep, filing a false police report, filing an FTC report, committing fraud on your behalf. But hey, if you don't care, that's on you. And like I always say, it's your money. Spend it where you want to and with who you want to. But hiring a scammer to fix your credit is just beyond me. I don't care how bad you need your credit. You don't need to have somebody committing fraud on your behalf. And this whole Equifax data breach, guess what? What does the Equifax data breach have to do with the 10 charge-offs that was already on your credit? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unless those accounts were done because of the data breach, meaning when your data was breached, somebody took your information and got those cards and they charged off, you're committing fraud. I promise you 100% you are committing fraud unless and you got to be able to prove that it was because of the data breach. It's crazy that this whole data breach thing works because the bureaus can clearly see, well, he had these charge-offs way before the data breach, so it has nothing to do with the data breach. But it does work. I'm not saying that it don't work. Credit sweeps do work. It's just, it's illegal and you're committing fraud. Whether you do it or you pay somebody to do it, it is fraud. Doesn't matter who's doing it. So just keep that in mind when you sign up with any company for credit repair. You need to make sure they're doing this the legal way. Now, it doesn't matter if they're using Metro 2 or consumer law or factual disputing. What matters is you don't want them sending in an FTC report and you don't want them filing a false police report like a lot of these companies are doing now. I promise you, it's going to come back and bite you in the you know what one day. May not today, may not tomorrow, it may be years down the road. And I know how some people think, oh, well, I'll worry with it then. Yeah, you definitely will, because they're not going to play. I'm wondering if they'll let me, they said the gym was closed all week, but they got all the chairs up now, so may have to go down there and get me a couple shots in. Haven't played, let's see, this past Monday, this was all full with chairs. And then the Monday before that was Labor Day, so we haven't played in 2 weeks. So, and Monday's the only day that we can actually get in here to play anyway. But yeah, the Equifax data breach, TransUnion data breach, has nothing to do with negative information that was already on your credit report. Blows my mind that people are out here teaching y'all to use the data breach to commit fraud, by the way, to get this stuff removed from your credit report. It makes absolutely no sense. Maybe somebody it makes sense to, but obviously them that's charging you money to commit fraud on your behalf. There's even a guy on TikTok who does it for free as long as you go back to him for funding, and then he takes 10%. So if he gets you $100,000 in funding for I'm going to go out on a limb and say a fake business, because that goes on a lot too, you have to give him 10% of that, which is $10,000. So that's why a lot of these scammers are actually offering credit repair for free. They're doing a quick sweep, whether that's using Section 605B of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which says that they have to remove items or block items actually due to identity theft within 4 business days. They throw in an identity theft, and sometimes they also do a false police report. But I'm here to tell you quick, and then they try to get you funding real quick. That way they can get funding for you so fast, because they know a lot of times those items are going to come right back on your credit report. And guess what? That can actually prevent you from getting funding, and it can also make you lose that funding and have to pay it back immediately, believe it or not. I've seen people do credit sweeps, go get a house, and then lose the house a month later because it's sweep. Not saying it happens often, but I have seen it happen. And now you just made it that much harder to fix your credit the legal way and the right way. And in fact, if you've done a credit sweep or had somebody do a credit sweep, unless you call the bureaus and tell them to remove the last 24 months of disputes, there's probably a 90% chance you will never fix your credit the legal way. Not unless you wait out the 2 years for those disputes to go out of their system, because they hold on to disputes for 24 months. And today's my off day at the gym, so I'm walking because I just went to Rips and had some wings that I definitely did not need and fries. So definitely got to walk today. But I will try to go live again later on this afternoon. I want to say I went live this morning. I think I went live this morning. Yes, I went live one time this morning already. So this is my second time today. Yesterday I only went live once. Had a lot going on yesterday. So yeah, a lot of new signups. Had several this morning. Excuse me, already. So when I get back to the office, as always, I have to do litigation underwriting agreements and get them sent over to consumers to sign because the attorneys have to have those on file before they will start on your file. So if you do decide to work with us, you got to have all 3 credit reports from annualcreditreport.com and your Innovis report, and you must sign a litigation underwriting agreement for the attorneys. Once we have that, any disputes that you've sent or somebody sent on your behalf in the last 24 months, any responses, any debt collection letters, once they have all that, it's uploaded to the attorney's portal. They review everything. Once it's approved, I send a handoff email to said attorneys, and then they set up a video call to go over your situation, and then they get started with the first legal dispute. If y'all have any questions, leave them in the live chat. I probably won't stay on here long. I think I only stayed on here 10 minutes this morning. I will probably start doing shorter lives, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes max. I know there for a while I was doing them for about an hour. Some were going over an hour, but I just really don't have the extra time to do it. And I love going live when I'm in the office working, but sometimes when I'm doing certain things, I don't need to be distracted by going live or answering questions or anything like that. So, but yeah, you've got options when it comes to credit repair. Just, again, this is not me trying to go live and convince you that my company is the only company doing it the right way. There's other companies. I'm just warning you about the credit repair scams, the people that are using 605B of the FCRA, the people who are using the data breach method. I'm telling you, those data breaches have nothing to do with information that was already on your credit report or information that has to do with those credit cards and those loans that you know you signed up for. What does that have to do with the data breach? Absolutely nothing. Look like you hard at it, man. I got you. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, just